Dominic Stokes, you have specific responsibility for Sheffield City Hall and then a broader role with Sheffield International Venues. Tell us, for those who don't know those venues, what they're all about.
Well, Sheffield International Venues is 14 venues across Sheffield and a couple outside of the region, but the main venues are Sheffield City Hall, Ponsford Sheffield, Don Valley Stadium Sheffield, Sheffield Arena is an SIV venue, English Institute of Sport in Sheffield and Sheffield, probably our main venues. We're a sport, leisure and entertainment company, and obviously business events are a major part of our offering.
Now, it's probably true to say that Sheffield's image has changed quite significantly over the last few years. I mean, it really is now a very dynamic destination for conference planners, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. I mean, Sheffield is a major event city. That's what drives our economy, and I think the venues that we have allow us to do that. A number of big events have happened in the last 6 months. Sports Personality of the Year was at Sheffield Arena. We had the VIP Hospitality for Sports Personality of the Year with 800 major sporting stars at Sheffield. U2 last August. Again, major impact on the city. And obviously from our point of view at Sheffield City Hall, we've just announced the Liberal Democrat Spring Conference for 2011. So major events are driving the city forward.
It's the first time for a conference like that, is it?
It certainly is, yeah. And it's a major political conference. It's a great coup for the venue, the company and the city.
Tell us a little bit about the facilities of City Hall specifically.
At City Hall we have a 2,200 seater auditorium, a 450 seater auditorium and a ballroom space which caters for 300 to 500 fine dining delegates, but also can be used for exhibition space. So it's a very flexible space. Essentially it's an Art Deco concert hall, and it was refurbed in 2005 and we've just turned it into a very flexible event space.
Now, SIV, Sheffield International Venues, as a group, you've talked about who's in it, but does the group actually proactively help conference planners and clients? Oh,
it certainly does. I mean, with the range of facilities that we've got within the company, I mean, Ponsford Sheffield is the largest banqueting house in Yorkshire. We can do up to 1,400 people, and the expertise that we do in delivering those major banquets certainly helps any event organiser. English Institute of Sport Sheffield, it's an elite sporting facility, but actually it gives these facilities that really motivate delegates. It feels fantastic to be in the same place that someone like Jessica Ennis, who's just won a gold medal, is actually training in, and you can have your conference or meeting room there.
Sounds very exciting. Looking into the future a bit, I presume you're very optimistic about how things are going to develop.
Yeah, I think we are, because I mean, we will continue to get major sporting and entertainment events like the ones that I've already mentioned in the past. That will show to the business tourist these guys can handle those major events. We've got such a diversity of space and flexibility across the whole portfolio of venues. We can literally host any event at any time and offer a real range of quality of services, because that's what we do day in, day out.
Thanks very much, Dominic.
Thank you.
Becky Stanyard, you're Commercial Events Manager at Conference 21 at Sheffield Hallam University. Right, tell us a little bit about that venue. There'll be many people who'll be hearing about it for the first time.
Well, Sheffield Hallam University is the city campus is located right in the middle of Sheffield City Centre. We also have an outlying campus at Collegiate Crescent, which is very green and leafy. But our city centre campus is where we do most of our conference business. We've got, as you can imagine, we've got a huge variety of different sized classrooms and lecture theatres. We've got the Pennine Lecture Theatre, which seats 450 delegates. That's our largest venue. But we also have a number of lecture theatres which seat 250, 120 delegates, and along with them the breakout rooms for ranging from 20 delegates up to about 70 delegates.
And presumably as much residential accommodation as people could want.
Well, we do have we do have residential accommodation at Collegiate Crescent, but we also have good partnerships with the hotels in the city centre for our delegates to stay in during their conference. We attracted a lot of international conferences academic conferences to Sheffield Hallam University, which lasts from a 2-day conference up to a 5 or 6-day conference.
People flying in?
Yes, flying in. They find that Sheffield, with its close proximity to the number of airports, especially Manchester Airport, suits them quite well, which is good. A lot of our academic professors from the university bring in quite a lot of business to us from the academic side of things. But we also deal a lot with local businesses for their smaller day meetings, which is good. Yeah.
How has business been over the last year or so? I mean, lots of people have experienced a bit of a downturn. We haven't felt too much of a drop in the number of events that we've organised. What we have found is sometimes organisations will now send one delegate rather than two. So our delegate numbers have fallen slightly. But we haven't felt it too much. It's the academic conferences and the association seems to still carry on with their events from year to year, even if they're a little bit smaller. But we also provide an event management service for our conferences as well, so that we can deal with the events from the beginning right through to the end, taking all the delegate registrations and payments, and making sure that those clients get the good service that we provide. Now. You've talked a lot about the sorts of people who are using your venues. Have you your range of venues?
Yeah.
Have there been any recent developments, recent changes, recent improvements,
Yes.
recent awards, anything like that you'd like to tell us about?
Yes, we've got a wonderful new building called the Fernable Building, which we've had for a year now, and it's fast becoming a favourite venue for conferences, especially the smaller ones. The lecture theatre there holds 120. And it's got a number of very nice breakout rooms as well. It's got a beautiful atrium area for the catering and general networking events, and also a gallery where our students display their work, and we've had a number of wine receptions there and networking events and launch events as well for magazines and journals. It's been a very popular venue. And we've also, work will soon start on a new building for us at City Campus on Charles Street, which will again provide more facilities for us for conferences and meetings. It's good.
Sounds like a very exciting future. Thanks for your time.
Yes, it is. Thank you.